Welcome back to the updated world map in Phantom Brigade. Things are really cool in the strategic game right now. We do have a slight problem though. I have loaded our save a couple of times, I messed around with it, I cannot get the grand piano to repair. So at the moment, this mech is out of action. I've tried getting into fights, I've tried running back to the resupply point and resupplying, I've tried retreating. Whatever reason, the mech will not repair. It is stuck at 60% repaired, which means we can't deploy it. That is a little bit of a problem. I've been reading online, apparently if we get into a couple of fights, it might kick it back into gear. So we're just going to continue as normal. Let's just roleplay it out. Let's pretend there's a component that is vital to that mech being repaired that we just don't have access to right now. We're going to have to make do with it, right? It's an event that's fired, and we are down one mech for our next couple of missions. Now, my original plan for this session was to attack and attempt to claim this base, meaning we should get some gear from it, then retreat into this province here, which is Vremel. Vremel is also a level 2 province, and make some noise here, allowing the hostility rating that is building in Fairland to calm down a little bit, and then kind of jump between the two until we've built up our forces a little bit. One of the things I'm really keen to do is we have a charge for a heavy weapon, and we can actually build an uncommon heavy weapon if we can get ourselves 150 supplies. We currently have 105 supplies, if you look in the top right hand corner, so we're not that far off. But if we are in the situation that I think we are in, that the grand piano is completely dead, we're going to have to build a new mech frame, which will cost us 200 supplies. So we're going to have to be a bit cagey on that, but I do really want to get a heavy weapon built, because I think that'll be a really nice addition to our arsenal and put us in a better position than we're in right now, where we've got pretty basic gear. So the big gamble we're going to take in this session at the start is we're going to attack Pillar 1233, which is a 108 defense camp. Our forces are averaged at 129, but we're not going to be able to deploy with all 4 of them. So we're going to be coming in at probably about 90 something. I think we can win this fight. I think it will be a good thing to engage. I'd love to take this cash. That was my other objective for this mission. There's no way we're going to be able to take this cash without all 4 mechs. So let's see what happens when we take Pillar 1233. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of excited for this engagement. It's going to be pretty tough, but here we go. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So it's level 3 reserves. They have no reinforcements, which is exactly what I like to see when I'm attacking a base. We're dealing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mechs. We can't. Apparently, it might actually let us deploy the grand piano, which I'd be very surprised at. One thing I want to do is just change up some of our equipment a little bit. We did pick up some stuff in that last mission. So just checking here, we've got some uncommon body parts, but these aren't any upgrades for us. We do have a new left arm. I think this mech's got pretty good arms. That's interesting. Oh, that's a lower body, sorry. It's got legs. We've already got the good legs on this mech. Arms are fine. This thing's got really good gear, this particular one. We've got a handgun there, but the main thing is we've got an axe, we've got a sword, and we also have I thought we had a launcher. Did I equip that to somebody already? Oh, he's already got the launcher, so cool. So he's got a machine gun and a launcher. That's the main thing I wanted to make sure we had equipped. Let's also make sure that we have somebody using those blue legs that we picked up. Yeah, he's currently using terrible legs. Let's get those blue legs on there. I'm a bit sad the patchwork hasn't really gotten patchworky yet. I do keep meaning to go back to that first video and change those colors to match what it had, but for now, let's deploy and see what we're getting with. So it is letting us deploy with a grand piano, which I didn't expect it to do. I really like how the distracted muskrat looks. I think this mech looks really cool. I really like this color scheme. But yeah, let's go. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. Got a shotgun tank there. Well, no, I think it was a machine gun tank. Not seen any mechs. I might have missed one. I'll do it for a second when the mission first started. We've got a mech here with a shotgun. Not with a heavy launcher. Don't like to see heavy launcher mechs. Okay, well the good news is we've got the grand piano. We just have to keep it out of danger. I think what I want to do is I want to get the patchwork to actually do a lot of missile damage if it can on this mech here. Because look what we're looking at to deal with here is actually only 3 units when I thought there would be 5. I'm pretty sure that mission briefing gave us 5, so I'm not sure what's happened here. But we've got a heavy launcher and shield, we've got an autocannon, and we've got a machine gun. So let's just put as much damage onto... Oh, interesting. Have they changed the targeting for this? No, they haven't. I needed to put a time limit on it. That's fine. Let's move forward to here. Looks like a good spot. And we'll just keep firing the missile launcher as we go. I want to just put as many missiles as I can on this mech. It's a nice way for this guy to get a longer ranged weapon and just be a little bit more useful out of range of his assault rifle. Next up, we've got Hotshot. Hotshot is our very heavily armed and armored shotgun shield mech. I want to actually deal with the Distracted Muskrat first to get him out of the way. Muskrat's going to break left, just to kind of clear up the middle. So we've got our 2 assault rifle mechs breaking left and right. The Muskrat is, of course, our heavy mech, so it is a little bit slower. And then once we've jumped, I'm going to wait until we've got an enemy in range. We're actually going to change his movement, get him to move forward, and see if we can get somebody in range to open fire. So he's going to take some hits there. Let's actually do a double dash. Get him out of line of sight of this guy here who's going to launch the missiles at him. This is going to make him pretty hot. So we're just going to get him to run up to this wall here. And then we're going to look at firing as soon as he's cool enough, which should be around here. Wait a minute, he's got a machine gun, not an assault rifle. I need to remember that. So probably want to move him to... let's change that dash here to a dash to here, straightforward. I think he'll be able to fire once he lands. Yeah. And we'll get him to open fire at this tank here. Massively overheated. Let's just push that back so he cools down as much as possible. And we'll just give him a wait command. I'm not too worried. This is an assault cannon machine gun. It's a machine gun tank, so we'll do a little bit of damage to him. But honestly, these enemies should be pretty easy. Now we've got the Hotshot. Hotshot, I want to run forward and then dash down this cliff. So I'll run him to here. And I'll get him to dash down to here, which means he doesn't have to navigate the cliff face. And then when he lands, he's in shotgun range of the assault rifle tank. I will just get him to do that. And I'm just going to get him to walk forwards while he's doing that as well. Finally, we have the grand piano. The grand piano I want to keep out of trouble for this mission. So I'm just going to bring it around along the outside of the level, just keeping it out of line of sight as much as possible. So it's not going to take fire from that autocannon, although I know that that autocannon is not going to do it very much damage. And I'll finish this turn up here, where next turn I can fire at this mech here. All right, let's engage and get this over with as quickly as possible. Our combat launcher has a lot of missiles. Looks like some of these missiles may be going for different targets. But he's launched at him. I may have accidentally locked a group onto this guy here. He is still okay. He is still okay. And he's taken very little damage at all. But that's fine. It was a light weapon we were using. So what I want to do is I want to get our assault rifle mech in range. I want to shoot at him. That's a 95% chance to hit. So let's just give a wait command there. And then I want to keep pursuing. I want to keep pushing right so that we're opening up a field of fire here for the grand piano to fire now. So while you're moving, I think I'm going to get you to take another shot. It's not as accurate, but you can fire on the move. And then when you get here, I think you should be able to fire again. Just a little bit too hot. If we push that back a little bit, you'll be cool enough to hit. That's fine. I don't mind about that tank shooting you at all. Next up, we've got Hotshot. Hotshot, I kind of want to push in between these two tanks with the objective of finishing them off this turn. So when you get to here, well, that's not very good. Not very accurate. You're a bit too close. One of the things I don't really like about Hotshot's shotgun is because it's an auto shotgun, it has a very long firing period. So while it does a lot of damage, it does it over a very long period of time, and that is making it a little bit difficult to actually use this mech effectively because it has to sort of stay in a very short range of the enemies for quite a long time, which it just makes it a bit awkward to use. I kind of just want you to stand still and keep firing, if I'll be completely honest. A bit too hot there. Let's push you back to here. Just open up on him. That's all you need to do. Grand piano. Nobody's shooting at you, which is great. Let's move you to here, which gets you into a great position to shoot downhill at this mech here. And I think you can take a second shot as well. If we wait till about here, you should still be in range. Perfect. Just push that heat down a little bit, and let's execute. Both tanks are dead. Took a little bit of missile damage here. The Muskrat is damaged but not destroyed. Hotshot's still perfectly fine. We're looking good here. Grand Piano is obviously quite badly damaged. He lost his right arm. He's ejecting. If we just execute this turn, he'll eject and that'll be the end of the mission. And that's a pretty easy win for us. Only light armor damage taken. And that should be mission complete. Now the question is, what happened to the rest of the units that the briefing told me that were going to be in this mission? And hopefully, fingers crossed, the Grand Piano will start repairing. So there's a heavy launcher here that I really want to get my hands on. That's a great weapon to have on a support mech. Let's scrap as much else as we can because we want salvage. Like it's a 65 salvage. This isn't a lot, but let's take that. I'm going to scrap some stuff that we have equipped. And now we've taken this camp, which is pretty cool. Now what I want to do is just jump into our inventory for a second. And I just want to scrap a bunch of our white equipment that we're not using. We don't need this. And that gets us more supply. For now, I'm going to keep hold of the... I'm actually going to get rid of this axe because I know I'm not going to use it. I do want to use this sword if I can. In terms of the other stuff here, there's some heavy. I know that these upper bodies are no use to us. I'm not going to use the shield. I'm not going to use the shotgun, and I'm not going to use this arm. So let's scrap all of these as well. That's got us a ton of supply. So what I could do now, we've got 1,020 supply now. I could order a new mech frame. I'm going to take the risk that the grand piano is going to repair itself and order a heavy weapon. If it doesn't, we've got enough to order a mech frame after this. Once we've confirmed that it's repairing, though, I'm going to spend the rest of our resources on upgrades from the tech tree. Now that we've got all 4 mechs available, I am actually tempted to take this cache as well. So let's head over this direction, just get out of sensor range of it, and see what we can find. Let's go back to normal cruising speed. Now, it looks like all of our mechs are repairing. So the grand piano is back to repairing, which is amazing. What's this? There's something over here. Let's check out what this is. So this is a timer before the enemy will attempt to retake the camp, I believe. Yeah, this is the enemy recapturing the camp. There's something hiding here. A reinforced convoy. I'm not interested in that. I want to take the cache before the convoy gets here, if I can. Right, everybody's fully repaired. Amazing. Let's grab some upgrades really quickly. One of the upgrades I'm really keen to get my hands on is the decoy drones upgrade, which lets us deploy drones, which I think will be just great for getting information. To get there, though, we need to get experimental assembly, which requires us to get level 2 advanced assembly, which also requires us to get, so that's what, 500 supplies for this, 200 supplies for this, and then 200 supplies for this for one drone. Radio uplink here is quite useful. Equip the base with a comm system capable of reaching resistance forces, allows us to call the home guard for help. I would like to grab this, but in order to grab that, I don't know why we can't grab this. Not buildable. I wonder if we've maybe missed out on this because this is an upgraded campaign. That's okay. Reactor upgrade would be quite good to give us a bit more energy, and this is more reactor, faster regeneration and everything. Also, looking at faster cruise speed, we've already got cruise speed upgrades. Faster overdrive and better stealth would also be quite useful. Military grade sensors, scan jamming. This is all very. There's a lot of really good upgrades in here. Let's get accelerated repair on the go, though. That's a really useful one. We've got 300 credits left. Let's hold back on those 300 credits, just in case there's something else I want to build in the workshop. For instance, I might want to get my hands on a railgun, especially if I can build a uncommon railgun, which I can. So let's queue that up as well. Let's see what we end up with. Okay, we've got ourselves a ultra heavy machine gun. Vulcan is the weapon that was just built. Level 6. Oh. Look at that. A high damage weapon that requires both hands to operate, while in use secondary weapons cannot be accessed. 878 direct damage, 225 concussive damage. 878 is insane. This heavy launcher does 438. This gun is a game changer. Who are we going to give this to? I wonder if it's going to be Hotshot. The Striped Muskrat is a heavy mech, so it's very slow already. It can take a lot of punishment. We could equip the Vulcan to it. This would slow the mech down even further, but it has the ability to boost. What modifiers does this have? I'll have to equip it to find out, because I want to check. Comparing to the machine gun, it does double the damage of the machine gun. So it just has a duration upgrade. 75 to 111 meter range. So it's quite long range in comparison to the machine gun. Just, he needs to stand back, which suits the heavy armor actually. It's a ballistic weapon. It's a concussive weapon. It's a locking weapon, which means, this is what I was looking for. It means I have to stand still to use it. But I'm very, very psyched to take this for a spin. That's great. That's a great pickup. While we're here, this is great. I can skip through the mechs like this. This is so much better. I actually want to re-equip our good friend here as well. I want to give you the sword. And if we come back to the patchwork here, I want to give you the heavy launcher. And get rid of the... can I not unequip the cluster? Yeah, I can. Unequip the cluster, and we'll give that to you. You can get rid of the... here. Then I think if we go back to this guy, I've now got a handgun I can give him as a backup weapon. So the only person I'm not sure about here, we might get rid of the shotgun for an assault rifle since we have a spare one. Because I can give this assault rifle instead of the shotgun, which honestly... Well, you do the machine gun as well. I think the assault rifle's a better shout now. Just because the shotgun, I've been talking about how annoyed I've been the shotgun I have been for a while. Alright, let's try it out. Let's attack this cache. Just want to get out of range of this reinforced. Look at the AI setting the reinforced convoy right on the edge of the map so I didn't detect it. This should be a bit of a smash and grab as well. The one thing to be aware of is this mech is going to be so slow. Alright, let's go. Right. I can run away, by the way, if I want to. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies. There's a capture point we need to capture. No reinforcements. I think we can take this apart really, really easily. Squad looks amazing. The distracted muskrat looks lethal as hell. Let's go. What are we looking at? We've got a facility in the hills. Lots of wooded terrain. Looks pretty flat. We've got an enemy up there on top. These are not your ordinary enemies looking at their paid scheme. He's got a shotgun and a handgun on a light chassis by the looks of it. You can see another mech here. Alright, let's have a quick look at the enemy forces. We've got a shotgun SMG. Let's have a look at his chassis. That looks like a light... No, that's like a medium mech to me. Looks a lot more military than what we've seen before. We've got another shotgun machine gun. We've got an autocannon tank here. There's another tank here. It's a standard tank. There's 2 more tanks coming in. So we've got 2 mechs to deal with. What is the range on our ultra-heavy Vulcan machine gun? That's not what I wanted to do. Whoops. The range is extreme. So we can just open fire on him right from the start. I did that wrong. Sorry. If I put an attack in here, he's just out of range. No, he's in range. So the range goes back. So let's just open fire right from the start and see how... Now, it's actually going to overheat him just doing that. But let's give a wait command. And then what we'll do is we'll walk him backwards as far as we can after that. Just try and get him clear of the combat, and that'll cool him down a little bit as well. You've got the launcher. I want you to engage at range this mech up here. Is that the... No. Yeah, I've got you targeting the mech. That's fine. You can just stand still for now because no one's going to bother you. I'm going to just give another command here. Push this back. For those of you who have played Battletech games, this is basically our LRM mech for now. I might not keep him like this. It might turn out to be a little bit boring to play this way. But for now, that's what it's going to be. And you can just sit here. Next up, we've got Hotshot with the assault rifle. Hotshot's going to take the lead a little bit. I want Hotshot up here. I want Hotshot to use their shield as they come up. Because they're going to get... Actually, they're going to be blocking shots potentially... Because they're shooting at Grand Piano here. They're not shooting at... him, so I don't actually need to use the shield right now. And basically, when you get up in range, you're not going to be able to shoot here. But when you get to here, open up with your assault rifle. I think you can fire again as well. Just fire twice on him. Now, Grand Piano, let's not put you into too much danger straight away. You don't have dash yet. You don't have a good enough core. So let's keep you tucked in here. I think no one can hit you from there. No, he can hit you from there. If I bring you just in here, can anyone hit you? His shots will reach you. Okay. Try to think of a location to put this mech where both enemies aren't going to hit it. Because I bring it in here, like this, ignoring that collision for now. That tank's going to hit you. The other tank's not going to hit you. In fact, if it's just tank shooting at the Grand Piano, which it looks like it is, we're actually okay. I'm going to bring you here into the forest. And then I'm going to bring you up here. And you're going to try and capture this next turn for me. But I'm wondering if from here... you can make a melee attack, which you can. I want to do a ground targeted melee attack, so you can do a run past and not end up with a collision. That should hit. That's going to collide. Okay, let's not do that. That's also going to collide. If I just do a standard melee attack, I think that will also collide. Yeah, that will also... So the collision is just that there's a melee attack. I need to remember that. Let's do that then and see how that comes out. So everybody's got an order. What we want to watch here is the heavy machine gun fire. Let's go. Now that's good effect on target. He's been knocked out. So, the pilot of this mech is unconscious. He took so much concussive damage from that minigun that I can basically harvest that mech now completely undamaged. We've got missiles coming on this mech. This collision is just happening, so I want you to run in here. And while you're in here, why don't you just launch some rockets at him, once you're cool enough, and just wait out the rest of the turn in there. You can probably fire again here. Perfect. You just launched rockets at him. Let's bring you up. I want to get you moving in with your pistol. While you're moving up though, let's just get you moving to like here. While you're moving up, let's get another shot with this rocket launcher at this tank. You're a little bit too hot for that. Let's just push that back to there. It's still in range, that's fine. And then when you get a bit closer, let's get you to switch to the handgun. And you can actually attack him with it from here. Assault rifle shield. You need to take care of this tank. So let's get you to jump down here. Here's perfect. And get you to shoot at this tank as you move. I'm going to target the tank, please. We can click here and I'll target it there. You need to change your orders. Get you to move. Get you to move back to here. And when you are there, open up on this tank here, if I can. It's going to be very inaccurate to start with, but then you're going to stop moving. In fact, let's bring it back to like this. That should be fine. I'm stunned with how good that minigun was. Alright, let's execute. Oh, Grand Piano got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked by the missiles. Alright, so that was a huge mistake on my part. Grand Piano took the missile barrage. That was a bad placement issue by me. I really messed up there. I don't know if Grand Piano can get out of there, but if they can you get down here? They can, so that's going to be their turn. That was unfortunate. That was a really sad... oh, actually, they're going to collide if I do that. If I get you to step to here, still going to collide. I think I just have to take that collision. See if you can get there. That's your orders. So that was a bad mistake on my part, and I will take full responsibility for it. I just didn't put him in a good enough position. Range on the handgun. Okay, it's pretty short. Fortunately, the game will only show me my primary weapon, not my secondary weapon. Just out of range, but that's fine. We need to pull him back towards... No, not dash. I want to pull you back towards the minigun and get the minigun to deal with you. Okay. You're going to try and go there. This tank here is dead. This tank here is dead. So let's get you to move up. Are you cool enough to dash? Probably not. Yeah, you are. Excellent. Get you to move up here and get involved in this firefight. Just wait for you to cool down a little bit. And fire again here. Perfect. And then you are going to be extremely ineffective right now. But what I want you to do is just move up this way. You probably can't dash, unfortunately. Actually, how cool hot are you here? Yeah, you're going to overheat. Let's just get you to move up. You're not going to get very far, because you're basically just a walking turret with that heavy machine gun, but it is incredibly cool. Okay, so Grand Piano is completely destroyed, which is a very bad job on my part, but these things happen, and I'm still learning. Don't shoot missiles at a mech you're attacking melee. Seems like something I should know. But maybe I was a little bit too obsessed with getting that machine gun out, that minigun out. It's all good. The mech should be fine. We should be able to recover it. Let's just launch some more missiles at this tank. Get it out of the picture. Meanwhile, Hotshot here is just going to continue to put heavy fire on this guy here who's fallen over and lost his legs. In fact, he's ejecting. So he's out of the mission. We don't even need to bother with doing that. You just move up to here and start shooting at that tank. Take it out of the battle. As quickly as you can, please. You are now cool enough to dash. Oh, you look how far you can dash. That's fine. It's kind of cute. Dash to here. Then just move until you're cool enough. Just here. And then start shooting at the tank. I don't even care if it's a block shot. It's going to look cool as hell. He's been destroyed. Alright, well that's mission complete, even though we lost a mech. Now here's the problem. I can't order him to go here because he's going to walk into the stream of fire. Let's just let this turn end. Look at the overheat. Alright. I was hoping the loss of the Grand Piano doesn't come back to bite me. So I need to hold the entrance for 3 turns. It's a shame the game didn't just give me the mission complete for destroying all the enemies, but it's not going to take us too long. What do people think about the Vulcan? It's pretty insane. I'm very, very happy with it. Great work. Alright. The game says I need to extract. I hope I don't, because it's going to take 6 years for this mech to get to the extraction point, which is over here, I think. Now, where's the extraction point? I can't even find the extraction point. It's not up there. The extraction point is on the other side of the base. Well, please don't tell me I have to get there. Let's just put a run command for everyone to head in that direction. It's probably going to take him 6 years to get there. If it does make me do that, I will edit the video so you don't need to watch that, because that will be the most boring thing you've ever seen. I'm hoping the game will give me a mission complete when I end this turn. But just to be safe, I will give those move orders. This looks like a boss from Front Mission. There you go. Wow, that was an engagement. I'm so sorry, Grand Piano. Can we recover you? The answer is no. Well, look, let's get rid of the cutter. He's all in light equipped armor as well. What are we giving up on here? An SMG, a heavy arm, lower armor. The Asgard equipment looks really cool. This mech here, this armor looks awesome. I really want to get an Asgard mech in the team. There's a machine gun here, there's another shotgun. There's not a lot of loot here actually, but we're gonna have to use most of it to get the Grand Piano back in action. If I scrap this, which sucks, I will at least get some rare components from it. Unfortunately, we're gonna hope that what we actually find in the site is worth it. We got Nox equipment. That's what we got. Rare components +2, okay. Is that everything we got? Yeah. We got a Typhoon. Is this the Typhoon we already had? It's Typhoon we already had. We didn't really get anything that exciting for taking the cash, which is a bit weird. We should have got a... Ah, here we go. I was like, where's the cash event? You have my location, no sign of anyone. We can take 4 hours to break in, or 1070 supplies. We'll just take 4 hours. That's fine. Nobody's coming to stop us. We got a railgun building. We're back up to 265 components. They, oh, these guys are actually heading in this direction. They'll probably run away when they detect us, though, which is what they generally do. Oh, I actually need to... Did we lose the chassis? Yes, the Grand Piano was completely destroyed. My bad. I totally own it. That was just bad commanding from me. I was just too blown away by how cool that minigun was. Let's just check. Did we lose a pilot? Annie Mason, I'm so sorry. That really is kind of unforgivable. You died because of my stupidity. Well, I need a new pilot. We'll have to look at who's next on the pilot list and pick up a new pilot for next time. I am feeling very bad about that. Let's break in. We'll get the team back to the reinforcement point, which is just here. Get a new pilot. Oh, we won't have enough. We won't have enough supplies for a new pilot. I don't actually. Do we need supplies for a pilot? That's interesting to find out. We got a thermite railgun repeater. Do we get anything for breaking in? It just says breaking in, cash concluded. We didn't actually get anything. Nope, we didn't get anything. We did get this, which is a railgun repeater, which would be quite nice to use. But let's... oh, I'm so annoyed myself. It's just really bad ordering. Let's get back to the resupply point. Let's see if we can pick up another pilot. There's a... what is this? A farm here? See if we actually need to spend money on a pilot, which we might have to do. We might have to do some smash and grabs as the three of us, which is kind of what I was expecting anyway. Recruit pilot requires 200 supplies. Okay, we'll rest and resupply. Oh, but what is this? Oh, it's our new mech. Okay, well, that's our goal for next time then. We need to get enough well, let's slow the game down a bit. We need to get enough supplies to get a new pilot to replace Amy Mason. May you rest in peace. My absolute condolences to your family and my begging for your forgiveness for getting you killed. I hope you're enjoying this. It's I'm still learning this game, and things change all the time, but that was a big mistake. But whatever, you know, these things happen, we're learning all the time, and I'm having a lot of fun, and that Vulcan minigun is pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Justice for Amy Mason. See ya.